Yo, what's good? Welcome back to episode 2. This is Miami Boys, where we talk about random shit. Your boy Twan.
This is Mr. Nice.
Alright, man. What we talking about today?
Alright, so last time we talked about can men and women be friends? But this time we're going to talk about how it is that you have friends of the opposite gender when you're in a relationship.
Interesting. This is more of a case of like for men at least. With men having friends of opposite sex. Well no, it's for both.
Yeah.
When you think about it, yeah. It's just more common with the
It's more common with men.
yeah.
And it's more focused on men specifically.
Especially when it's another attractive woman. A lot of things will run through your girl mind. Like, there's no way he's with this attractive girl and not doing anything with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because in reality, that's usually what people think anyway, right?
Yeah, usually.
Whether it's your homies or your girl, they're in their mind, they're thinking, there's no way you're just hanging out with her. Y'all gotta be fucking.
Gotta be doing something.
Something, right? And that's basically in the case of that. I can see why women feel that way. But me personally, I wouldn't really mind in a relationship if she had like male friends, and hopefully she's the same with me if I have female friends.
Yeah, because the thing is, at the end of the day, the biggest problem is that so we're in a relationship. You have to both people have to understand. Okay, that is my significant other. And the easiest way to handle friendships in that situation is okay, I have a female friend, right? I need to understand that okay, she is my friend. I should not treat her as if she's my girlfriend. I should treat her as if she's my friend.
Right.
And I should treat my girlfriend as if she is my girlfriend.
Right.
It's all about having it's all about understanding where the line is.
And not crossing.
And setting that as the boundary and making sure neither one of y'all cross it. Because the biggest thing, at least for men would be okay, I got this girl I'm with, but I also got this other 3 girls that aren't my girl, that aren't my girlfriend, but I'm doing girlfriend things with them.
But those are categorized as the side chicks or whatever.
Yeah, but still, it's he knows where he and hopefully the rest of them understand. Here's this line, we're all over it. We're on the other side of it.
But that line doesn't exist when it comes to side chicks, though.
It usually doesn't. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, niggas at that point just looking for extra pussy.
Or they unfortunately have gotten bored with the one they already have.
Yeah.
But they like to go to a whip and just got bored.
Yeah. So that's why it's a strong case with men, because it's often with men it's like all men will have a side hole or something like that. And that's not the case.
It's really not the case.
It's really not the case.
Now, this is another topic for another episode, but rosters do exist.
You gotta be careful with those rosters, though.
You gotta be careful with them rosters.
And that could just be just your regular female friend that you've been friends with for years.
But the thing is, both genders have rosters.
Yeah. I believe that.
Both genders definitely have an injured reserve.
Here's the thing about being in a relationship. Being in a relationship should not be a thing where you need to disconnect yourself with other people. It doesn't matter what gender they are. Like
it doesn't. Yeah, like when you get into a relationship, it doesn't mean
cut off
from us cut off all of our female friends.
Yeah.
Because okay, I'll use an example, right? So this isn't my current relationship. This was my last relationship, right? So we went to the same, we were going to the same school at the time when we like got with each other. So we knew the same group of people, or at least mostly knew the same group of people. And that means that I had female friends, and she had male friends. She understood that I'm still going to have female friends, but it was my responsibility to go to my female friends and say, hey, this is my girl.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to have to distance myself a little bit from the friendship that we have. And she had to go and do the same thing with her male friends. And just so everybody knows, we're not trying to pull away from our friendship. We're just trying to make sure y'all understand, here's this boundary. We're not going to step out of it if y'all don't step inside of it. We just need everybody to understand that. And that's honestly the best way to do it when it comes down to like having friends of the opposite gender, especially like whether y'all know we know all the same people or not.
Yeah, if you make that clear to your girl, I don't think you will have any problems. Well, maybe she might still slightly
like everybody has like a little bit of trust issues, honestly. Like
that's another thing too. It's funny that you said that word trust. Like usually into these commitments, that is one of the biggest things that you need. Of course, communication as well.
Mm-hmm.
And communication and trust, they go hand in hand. So like, as long as you make it clear, like you said, like, hey, you are a friend, and we just gonna keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And if you show your girl that, yo, you are the only girl for me, I'm pretty sure that should get through her head, like, okay, this thing ain't gonna go
do nothing
with anything else. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's what you would hope. Because we already know usually men, when they think about things, they usually think in a way that's like sort of logical, in a sense. Like we won't really put our emotions on there first.
Yeah.
We'll think about it and then react with our emotions. With women, I think it's like opposite.
Yeah.
So
like, for example, if you think about it as if you're like jumping into a pool.
Mm.
For a guy, our emotions will be where our head is at, and we'll hit the water last. But our feet will be where our brain is at, and we'll hit the water first.
Yeah.
So like, our emotions will always be. I can't say always, but our emotions usually will be the last thing on the table.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that that's all women. I have to make sure I made that clear. It's not all. It's probably the ones that have been in prior relationships, maybe have already been hurt or they have way less trust.
Yeah.
The new guy. So like when they get into a new relationship, they make sure that new guy doesn't associate himself with any other female.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that she doesn't get her heart broken again.
Mm-hmm.
And with that sentiment, I understand why you get like very defensive with that. So it's like
I get it, but it's unfair.
Yeah.
Because no two people are made exactly the same.
Yeah.
Just because your ex went and cheated on you doesn't mean the new guy is gonna go and cheat on you.
Mm-hmm.
And just because the last guy did you dirty doesn't mean the new guy's gonna do you dirty. Like yes, I understand. Okay, you've been hurt. I don't want this to happen again.
Right.
But usually, if you always use this example because this example fits well. You ever heard somebody say if you go look for something you'll find it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're let's say your ex guy they cheated on you. You're with this new guy. You're always looking through his phone. You ask where he's going, who he's going to be with. oh, you have sex with her, stuff like that. You're gonna look so hard, even if the guy is 100% innocent. If you look through his phone, look through his DMs, and you see an innocent conversation with one of his actual female friends, you're gonna be like, oh, so what are you talking about?
Mm.
When it's like, okay, this was just a regular old conversation with just a regular old friend, and it's nothing here.
Right.
You've made it into something that it isn't.
Right.
And it's like, at the end of the day, okay, I get it. You don't want the same thing to happen again.
Right.
But you need to understand, okay, I went and looked for something and I kind of found what I wanted. Now I'm making this harder than it needs to be.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, with this type of conversation, it's all on trust. And now, I know we are like really stuck on one side. Let's go to the other side, because it can happen with men too. Like, most niggas are probably not going to be okay with a girl having male friends. Reason for that will probably be like,
we know how other guys can be.
Exactly, because we think like them, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you see your girl getting like a little too comfortable with her supposed like best friend, stuff like that, you'll start getting suspicious. Like, y'all doing more than just talking, right? Then it's like, we get to the defensive and we start asking questions ourselves. Like, it's not just women that does this; it's also men that get like really insecure about stuff.
I think men do it for different reasons than women do.
And how so?
Men do it because we know how other guys think.
Okay.
And it's not that women don't do it because they know how other women think. It's women don't do that because other guys have done things to them that they're expecting the current guy to do. Women aren't expecting, but like, they're like, okay, this one guy did it. What's stopping this other guy from doing it?
Yeah.
Just like when you think about it, right? Women cheat for different reasons from men.
That's true, but that's another topic.
That's another topic.
Go into that.
Another topic.
But I get what you're saying, though.
So it's like okay, both sides have their like how they would handle it. They just do it for different reasons.
Right. And the thing is, it's like loyalty is still a thing out there. It hasn't gone anywhere. There are loyal people who are like, you don't even need to worry about this conversation. Like some relationships. Especially if you know that person really well and they know you.
Yeah, especially if y'all was friends before y'all started dating.
That's when it's really strong. Yeah, like that's when it's like, you want to keep her. And vice versa. So, yeah, normally you probably want to have, if it's a strong, healthy relationship. I hate that laugh. It's like, in this day and age, we don't really have
strong,
that many. Now, I'm not saying that they don't exist.
They exist.
But it's like, it's not that many because of social media, especially with social media. Like, if you go to social media, all these, especially, okay, let's go into Instagram. If you're in a relationship and you have an Instagram, you following chicks on Instagram, that's like a big no-no in a relationship, right?
To most women, yeah.
To most women, right? Because for whatever reason, they think that you're cheating just by liking their pictures.
Yeah.
Which, in most cases, like,
if I go on Instagram and I double tap a picture, that don't mean I'm cheating.
It don't mean nothing, right? Especially since, like with most of the women that you will follow on Instagram, you'll probably never see them in your life.
Never ever see them in your life.
Never.
Like they could be somebody that lives out in LA and you in New York.
Yeah.
The chances, like, okay, I'm not gonna say never, but the chances of y'all seeing them are like slim to none.
Even speaking, like, you can go to their DMs.
what's the chances of replying to you? Like, and the thing is, most of the people we thinking of them Instagram models.
Yeah.
Most of them have so many followers that they have a K next to it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even show the phone number.
The check mark.
And they have a check mark.
Yeah.
The chances of one of us two going into their DMs and them even opening it is slim to none.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, the way Instagram does it is that if I go into my DM and I see a message from somebody, I'm only chances are I'm only going to reply to people that have another check mark next to their name.
Yeah.
Because they got just a little more clout than everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you look at it that way, it all comes down to like, basically, if that guy is talking to any of these girls and actually gets like into a conversation with them, it really depends on how far that goes.
You gotta look at the conversation.
You gotta look at the conversation.
You have to look at the conversation.
And men are really loyal to someone that they genuinely connect with.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, in most cases with relationships, you probably wouldn't need to worry about that, because if the guy really likes you, he's for you.
He's for you, yeah.
Despite him having female friends.
Mm-hmm.
He already has them in their place.
You know, this made me think of a story I heard a few years ago, right? So this one guy has some clout on social media, and everything, right? Then he gets into a relationship with a girl that doesn't really use social media. Like, she has an Instagram, she has a Facebook, but she doesn't really use it all that much. She uses it to keep up with family and friends.
Mm.
One day she suspected that he was cheating. She asked, "Oh, can I see your Instagram DMs?" He handed her his phone unlocked with DMs open. And she sees all these women DMing him. And she's just like, "Oh, I knew it." But what she hadn't put two and two together. What she hadn't realized was those are all unopened messages from women. So it was, I send you a message on Instagram, but you don't open it. It's just sitting there.
Right.
It's been sitting there for a year. And she just jumped from A straight to Z thinking, "Oh, you were cheating." When he's still all the way back at A, he got the DM, but he never read it.
Mm-hmm.
The first time that DM was opened from a year ago is when she clicked on it.
Right.
She realized when it was too late. She realized when he already had left her that, "Oh, I made a mistake."
Mm-hmm.
And it's all because of one trust issue she had from her ex doing the exact same thing.
This video is sponsored by Trust. You need them in your relationships. You shouldn't really worry about their the friends, right? Because I can also see why someone might worry about the male friends, because the male friends will have a lot of influence. Like, "Hey, bro, let's go to the club or some shit." You know, that type of stuff. I can see them with that. But with as far as female friends, it's like I said, if you already established what that relationship is, then with me personally, I just leave it be.
Just let it be at that point.
I already established you're just a friend. That's it. That's all we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
This is my girl. Like you said before, as long as you make it clear to your girl, this is, you are the one, you're the only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that should be enough. But I mean, again, I don't know. It's I guess when you think of it in an aspect of this generation, cheating is such a hot topic that it makes things kind of hard for
It's something a lot of people do, but barely nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that it's for a lot of people, it's a subject that's they look at it, then they're like, "Nope," and they just keep going.
Especially now in this generation with the entanglement generation, it's even now as men that's having the trust issues as well with their girl.
Yeah.
And you know, they probably think, oh, if she got a male friend, she for the streets, right? And it's not even the case.
It's not even like you gotta do a lot more to be for the streets.
Yeah. but you see what I'm saying though? It's basically social media and the society that we're living in now is basically making this all blow out of proportion.
Mm-hmm.
It really shouldn't be a problem, like what gender your friend is
Exactly.
in a relationship.
It shouldn't be.
That shouldn't influence anything in your relationship. That shouldn't like mess up any trust or any like sense of comfort in the relationship.
Like
Y'all should be strong enough that where you have friends of the opposite gender, they still be totally fine. That's what I feel.
But you see, the biggest thing for that is like you should have an eye open.
Just be a little cautious, I guess.
You should be alert, but not like overly aware. Because like okay, you should be on the lookout just in case he got that one female friend that's doing a little too much. But you shouldn't be going and be like, all right, let me look at your phone.
Shouldn't turn into Inspector Gadget or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Maybe turn into detectives.
But you see, the thing is, the amount of guys that actually look through their girl phone, less than 10%.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that guys care a little less. And they know their girl DM is probably flooding.
Yeah. We know. We definitely know. Because, like, we're with you.
Right? We're with you. Okay.
We see what you look like. We see how many followers you have. We know that there's guys in your DM.
Once in the DM. We made it through.
That's the thing. We was once in the DMs, but we made it through.
We made it through the DM filter.
Like, I know damn well that once you put the status that you wasn't single anymore, that was not going to stop niggas.
That was going to make them come even more.
Mm-hmm. But I still feel like I have enough trust that you wouldn't.
You ain't going to entertain no more.
Yeah, you can't entertain with. And all I ask is for you to have the same amount of trust.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm not asking you to trust me more than I trust you. Just trust me at least equally.
Luckily with me, man, I don't have a lot of, followers on Instagram and shit, so a girl would probably never have to worry about me.
I mean, I have followers, but none of them be DMing me.
Yeah.
Like.
And I ain't the type to go and DM random chicks as well, that's to me that's just random as fuck.
You see, I used to only DM a girl I thought I had a chance to get a response.
Yeah.
Like, look, if I don't think she's gonna respond to me, I ain't gonna hit her.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even try it.
I'm not gonna even try. Like, it's a waste of both our time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't gotta do that no more.
Yeah.
I'm a part of the faithful black male community.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I ain't gotta worry about responding to DMs or nothing.
All right. And as long as you keep it real, if you keep it real throughout the whole relationship, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like.
The thing is, once again, it's like people don't want to hear honesty, but if it's honest, it's honest.
Don't go and blow things out of proportions. It's not. You're only stressing yourself more.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel.
Don't
I'm speaking of both men and women. I know men do it too. I don't want this to just be one-sided. Men do it as well. I gotta
just chill.
Just chill.
Just vibe for a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't be out here being like, all right, look, I'm gonna check your phone every week.
Every week.
I'm gonna be
it's like a routine schedule of how many. I gotta check your phone
every Thursday, 7 p.m.
That's doing way too much. Way too much.
That's just ODing it. That's crazy.
And especially if my female friend, has a boyfriend as well. So it's
and what's crazy is he understands I'm just a friend of his girl, but you don't understand that she's just a friend of me.
We are cool, but you're not the only one that's not cool.
Out of the four of us, you're the only one that ain't cool. There's gotta be a problem with you, not the three of us.
Yeah. Again, trust. This video is about trust.
But,
I don't have nothing else to say about that. I think that's...
Yeah, I think we could wrap up the episode here. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it's fine to have friends of the opposite gender.
Right.
Just make sure you trust the person you're with. Alright, so yeah, we're going to the episode here. Yeah, we'll be back when we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know when the next episode won't even get posted, but watch out for the social media.
Alright.
Alright.